My computer ran out of power because I unplugged it to try to troubleshoot something else. We're going right back into it. Back into Type Her to Sleep demo, which is a funny name. This is certainly a funny name. It seemed like once I started it from the command line, I was able to full screen it no problem. So that's cool. It also is a Godot game, but is willing to run on my system. Again, cool. I'll just immediately add to or browse local files in case I need to pop that open again. Right. Alright, it got over its problems. So this is a typing game. It would make infinitely more sense. Nice. Interesting. Okay. It'd make infinitely more sense for me to use my good keyboard, which I haven't gotten used to. But I think I'll just custom. Interesting. I think I'll just type it using what we currently have and see how that dab. Primp. Salute. Ooh, I'm chewing that cub. I missaid it. I have a lot on my mind. Listen. Quit nagging me, or I'll seal your fate with an egg that I found full of soot. Alright, perfect. I'm alert. I'm pros. I keep instinctively hitting the enter key after every word here. Interesting. Gives me different little call-outs. My stress. It's increasing. You've misspelled the words. You never type properly according to those diagrams in the computer lab. So, you predictably type certain words wrong, even though you type it 80 words per minute or something. Like that. It's way harder to type. I should probably use my good keyboard, but on the other hand, I don't have I don't know, there's a wire? I need to put a wire in the two sides of it. So don't know. It is making typing noises in the game, which is quite nice. So far, so good. No. I'm gonna rue the spam. It's not that hard. I'm always ruin the spam. Snow dot. My typing streak. It's so powerful. This is a real Emily is Away type game. It's funny how it's a little bit hard to read it on the side of the screen. So, stage hazard. I'm waiting for you to think about my past. Boom. It's the final one. Next they're gonna throw some stuff at me like lugubrious or whatever. You know? A good night's sleep achieved. Perfect. Thank you for playing the demo. I guess, yeah, I was thinking like, your demo doesn't include any of the actual like visual novel gameplay, so like, are you sure? Are you sure this is a representative? Are you gonna attract people? But then again, I'm sure you do a lot of typing in this game, so you know, it's like if you're like, oh, I don't like the RPG battles in this RPG. Like, you're not gonna want to play the RPG, dog. It lives and dies. It has a good plot, you know, it has a touching plot, but if you don't like the battles, you ain't getting in the saddle. Okay. So I'm gonna work my way up. And now that I've awkwardly put myself in this position of already streaming, I'm going to try to find the cord that connects my keyboard. It could be anywhere. Could literally have gotten to anywhere. Maybe I just make this a 3-parter? I don't know. Can we just... Let's see how we do on the vanilla. Keyboard. Ooh, autumnal. Pervades. Airplane. Placative? Parent? Analogous. Pestered. Fronted. Asthenic? Asthenic. I'm googling the word asthenic. Oh, it's when you have asthenia. Okay. Alright. I'd like to do an adequate job here. It's an adamantine alterant. Too much stress. Woke up. Well, that's clearly too fast for me. What do you mean it's not spelled accordion? Evading. Astounded. Appeal. Progress. Don't make me go all the way back to the beginning. A Bradant? Also, pick a better fucking font. What's your goddamn problem? Perceptual. Persuasive. Acclimated. Alright. Clearly that one's tough. Senor. What are you... I'm typing the goddamn word. What the hell's wrong with you? Type the goddamn word. I do not need your little comments. What do you... I didn't want it to start a word. I wanted it to be in the middle of a word that I was typing. This is the letter S. Too much stress, no kidding. I see the problem. You can't backspace either? It's just impossible. Which is always, like, I'm not saying that's a bad decision. I'm not peeved about it necessarily. Because they're not like Sorry, I was spelling scouts, which is soothe, prosper, pacifist. No. This is probably not really what's happening, but like, it is not registering the key presses the way any other application on my computer does. It's not supposed to start a word, you idiot. It's supposed to be in the middle of a word that I am spelling. Why would that... It's an S. It's an S. I typed an S. Is there something like wrong with how the words go? I don't understand the big problem here. And Sarime. Partake. Salary. Adamant. Parable. Anemic. Sculpt. Prompt. Okay. So the backspace key actually just undoes everything. You know, as I was saying earlier, there's no rule that says like a typing game has to 100% just be like, well, you're just typing, man. It can have its own mechanics, but if you choose them in a particular way, I will simply become very confused. Sorrel. You could make the, could make the argument that it's better to learn to type flawlessly. Nice. Than to learn how to recover. It's a thing you could claim. I mean, if you're gonna put a backspace in at all, I don't know why you would make it not do that. It seems to have a different, like, animation than everything else.